Now we begin with emerging allegations involving the fight for Syria. The United States now believes chemical weapons have been used in the war. Right now, it's looking for more evidence. Let's go to Susan Bonner. She joins us live from our Washington bureau. How much detail is the administration offering at this point, Susan?
Well, the news that the administration believes that the Assad regime used chemical weapons against its own people came in a letter to the U.S. Congress from the White House. And in that letter, the White House asserts that U.S. intelligence believes with some degree of varying confidence that Syria did use chemical weapons. The agent in question is sarin. It was used on a small scale. And we have heard from the U.S. Secretary of State, John Kerry, who said in Brussels, talking to reporters there, that he believes that Syria used this chemical agent on 2 occasions. The Secretary of Defense, Chuck Hagel, is in Abu Dhabi. He talked to reporters and confirms what the Obama administration believes.
The U.S. intelligence community assesses with some degree of varying confidence that the Syrian regime has used chemical weapons on a small scale in Syria, specifically the chemical agent sarin. As I've said, the intelligence community has been assessing information for some time on this issue, and the decision to reach this conclusion was made within the past 24 hours.
Now, the Secretary of Defense, Chuck Hagel, went on to say that it is his job as the Defense Secretary to provide any options to the President if the President of the United States decides to take action, because he has indicated that if the U.S. believes Assad has used chemical weapons, it would be a red line. It would be, quote, a game changer. But the letter to members of Congress makes it pretty clear that the U.S. is looking for more concrete action to guide decision-making. We should also tell you that this means that the U.S. now joins countries such as Israel, Great Britain, and France that believe Syria has used these chemical weapons against its own people.
Okay, and so what are the potential implications here?
Well, President Obama has been very clear on several occasions that using chemical weapons by the Syrian government would cross a red line. As I say, he has, and members of his administration have called it a game-changing moment. But we should be clear that there is no indication of an imminent military response from the United States. We don't know if this will prompt military action, and indeed the language coming from the administration at this point, and the news is just breaking now within this hour, so things will develop quickly, but that the U.S. seems to be indicating that it wants more concrete evidence, that it's going to work with its partner countries and decide what to do next. We know that the United States has increased its help for opposition forces in Syria, giving it more money and more aid, more money to purchase weapons, but it has so far stopped short of arming the opposition forces directly. Senator John McCain, a Republican, a leader on these issues on Capitol Hill, has already scrummed, saying it's time for the U.S. to act immediately. It's clear that Syria has crossed the red line that Obama warned about, and that he wants to see an immediate no-fly zone over Syria, and that he wants to see the U.S. begin to arm the rebels, the opposition forces, immediately.